18 years ago, two little girls captivated the world. Kendra and Malia Haran, conjoined twins, were about to undergo a life-altering surgery, but their journey didn't stop there. It had only just begun. Here's what unfolded after they were separated. The hospital hallway was still, yet the atmosphere buzzed with tension. In the operating room, Dr. Rebecca Mears hovered over the two tiny bodies on the table, her hands calm and precise as she reached for her instruments. This wasn't just another procedure, this was the chance to give two little girls their own separate lives. Kendra and Malia Haran, 4-year-old twins, had been waiting for this moment their entire lives. Born joined at the abdomen, sharing vital organs like a kidney and liver, they had already beaten the odds just by surviving. Now it was time to see if they could live apart. Months before the surgery, their parents, Aaron and Jake, found themselves at the center of an intense medical and ethical debate. Together with doctors and ethicists from across the United States and Europe, they grappled with the complex question, was it right to separate the twins? Aaron and Jake Haran sat through countless meetings, their hearts heavy with the weight of the decision before them. They listened as medical professionals presented conflicting opinions, each carrying life-altering implications for their daughters. The memory of one doctor's cold advice to simply abort the pregnancy still sent chills down Aaron's spine. I remember one doctor telling us, everything below their chest is just mush, Aaron recalled, her voice breaking. He said they didn't have the organs they needed to survive on their own outside my womb. But amidst the uncertainty and fear, a moment changed everything for Aaron. During an MRI scan, she saw her daughter's faces up close for the first time. I fell in love instantly, she said, her eyes shining with tears. At that moment, I knew I would do anything to bring them into this world safely, even if it meant risking my own life. As the debate raged on, Aaron and Jake found strength in their faith and in each other. They spent long nights searching, praying, and imagining what separate lives could mean for Kendra and Malia. The girls, blissfully unaware of the storm surrounding them, continued to grow and thrive against all odds. After months of deliberation, Aaron and Jake made their decision. They believed the separation surgery offered the best chance for their daughters to live normal, independent lives. With unwavering resolve, they began preparing for the challenging journey ahead, holding on to hope and the love that had brought them this far. As Dr. Mears began the operation, the twins' mom and dad waited nervously in another room. They held hands tightly, hoping and praying their little girls would be okay. They're fighters, Jake whispered to Aaron. They've made it this far, Aaron nodded. Clutching a teddy bear that belonged to the twins, she couldn't stop thinking about how much their lives were about to change. Back in the operating room, things got scary. One of the machines started beeping loudly. Melia's heart is beating too fast, a nurse called out. Dr. Mears knew they had to work faster to save both girls, but she was determined not to fail. She owed it to these sisters, who had beaten all the odds to be there today. Outside the hospital, news crews with big cameras waited to hear what would happen. Everyone wanted the twins to be okay. After many long hours, Dr. Mears finally came out to talk to Aaron and Jake. She looked very tired but had a big smile on her face. Your girls are separated and doing well, she said. Aaron and Jake hugged each other, crying happy tears. Their dream had come true. Kendra and Malia were now two separate little girls, each with one leg. After 6 weeks at the hospital, they returned home. The recovery process was intense, with bandages needing to be changed 3 times a week, a job that took 2 hours for each child. Despite the challenges, the family remained determined and optimistic, but there were still hurdles ahead. Melia's recovery was particularly complex. In addition to the intense bandage-changing routine, she needed a new kidney because the one she had shared with Kendra stayed with her sister after the operation. Malia had to undergo dialysis until their mom, Erin, decided to donate one of her own kidneys. I'd do anything for my girls, she said bravely. Malia also required extra nutrition through a feeding tube to ensure her body was getting the sustenance it needed to heal properly. 3 times a week, she underwent dialysis treatments to prepare her body for the upcoming kidney transplant. These sessions were grueling for the young girl, but she faced them with remarkable bravery. Aaron and Jake took turns accompanying her, offering comfort and encouragement throughout each procedure. Despite the difficult schedule and the physical toll of the treatments, Melia's spirit remained strong. The kidney transplant was another complex procedure. Doctors spent hours connecting the donated kidney to Melia's blood vessels and urinary system, hoping it would give her a new lease on life. After the transplant, the little fighter stayed in the hospital for over a week. The medical team kept a constant vigil, checking her vital signs, urine output, and blood tests to ensure the new kidney was functioning properly. They watched for any signs of infection or rejection, always ready to act if needed. As Melia's condition stabilized and she showed signs of recovery, the medical team began preparing for her release. They taught Aaron and Jake how to care for their daughter's new kidney, explaining the importance of medications, diet, and regular checkups. Finally, the day came for them to go home. It was a joyous but nerve-wracking moment for the family. They left the hospital armed with medication schedules, dietary guidelines, and a calendar full of follow-up appointments. But this was just the start of a new adventure for the Heron family. The twins had to learn how to do everything differently now that they weren't joined together anymore. At first, it was hard. Kendra and Malia were used to always being close to each other. Now they had to learn to sleep in separate beds and do things on their own. Sometimes they'd get scared and cry for each other in the night. Aaron and Jake worked hard to help their daughters adjust. They'd read them stories, sing songs, and remind them that even though they weren't physically connected anymore, they were still sisters who loved each other very much. As the twins grew, their medical journey continued. Kendra and Malia had surgeries every 6 months to straighten their spines, and they faced these challenges with courage. Physical therapy became part of their daily routine, helping them build strength. Learning to use crutches and prosthetic limbs was tough, but they made it fun, turning therapy into friendly competitions. Their progress was inspiring as they gained more independence and confidence. Kendra loved being able to roll over in bed without worrying about Malia, and Malia enjoyed giving hugs to her parents on her own. Meanwhile, their older sister Courtney sometimes felt left out, but their dad Jake made sure to spend extra time with her. At school, Kendra and Malia faced both kindness and teasing, but they always stuck up for each other. Over time, their classmates saw past their differences and got to know them as two fun, kind girls with an incredible story. As they grew, the twins started to like different things. Kendra discovered she loved to draw and paint. She'd spend hours making beautiful pictures of flowers and animals. Malia fell in love with music and learned to play the guitar, even though it was tricky with just one hand. Their little brothers, Austin and Justin, who were born after the twins were separated, thought their big sisters were the coolest. They'd beg Kendra to draw pictures for them and dance around while Malia played songs on her guitar. But it wasn't always easy. The twins still had to go to the doctor often for checkups and sometimes more operations. Each time they went back to the hospital, it brought back memories of the big surgery that separated them. One day, Malia got really sick. Her body was having trouble with the kidney their mom had given her. She was admitted to the hospital and stayed there for a long time. Kendra was scared for her sister and missed her terribly. During this tough time, Courtney stepped up to help. She visited Malia in the hospital, bringing her favorite books and telling her funny stories about what was happening at school. She also helped take care of Austin and Justin at home, giving her parents more time to be with Malia. Finally, after weeks of worry, Malia got better. When she came home from the hospital, the whole family threw a big party to celebrate. They ate cake, played games, and just enjoyed being together. As the years passed, Kendra and Malia kept facing challenges, but their strength and bond grew stronger. They entered their teenage years with a mix of typical adolescent concerns and unique medical needs. Regular checkups and occasional procedures became a normal part of life, but they didn't let these things define who they were. High school brought academic pressures and social hurdles. The girls often found themselves explaining their history to curious classmates, sometimes growing tired of being seen as medical marvels rather than just normal teens. Now, 18 years after their life-changing separation surgery, Kendra and Malia have grown into remarkable young women. Kendra discovered her passion for art and developed a talent for digital design. She began creating logos for local businesses and even designed the school yearbook cover. Malia's love for music led her to join the school choir, where her unique voice and determination inspired her classmates. Their journey also brought unexpected changes to their family. Their dad, Jake, became an advocate for families facing similar medical challenges. He started a monthly support group at the community center to offer advice and support to parents dealing with tough medical decisions for their kids. Their mom, Aaron, along with their big sister Courtney and younger brothers, Austin and Justin, continued to be their biggest supporters and will always love and cherish them. So, what do you think about Kendra and Malia's amazing journey? Have you ever had to overcome a big challenge in your life? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.